So Shanquella's family may be going to Mexico, and Nazeer has actually responded. Not only that, it seems like there's some manipulating going on regarding the Zkira case, and we're gonna get into that as well. So a YouTuber by the name Truth Teller Danny had sent a message to Nazeer. And she sent him this message on the 27th of February 2023. And he responded, so let's get into that. She said to him, can you answer this one question? I believe she was unresponsive, and I believe that you're not criminally responsible for what happened. My question is, was her eyes open at any time when you arrived? Like, was she able to look around? He said, you ever been so drunk you wake up dazed or just in a sense of where the F am I at? Well, that's what I walked into her, resembling signs of alcohol poisoning. So I followed proper procedures till the nurse arrived. And yes, she could open her eyes but couldn't get no words out to me. I tried my hardest to make her comfortable. Danny responded, thanks for your response. So I was right. The way you described her is what happens when someone has atlas laxation. They can see and hear, but they can't speak or move. Okay, so this is what I feel about this. We know Shanquella was attacked early in the morning due to the sun path. From everything I've seen, this happened in the morning. And if this is true, Nazeer came around 3 p.m. That means she was alive until 3 p.m. and the nurse started doing CPR, etc. Now, is it a possibility that someone with laxation, that type of injury, can live that long straight after? Was it partially broken? Was it fully broken at the time? What the nurses did to her body, the CPR, is that what really broke her neck? I'm gonna give you my personal opinion on this, okay? Just my opinion. Don't take this as gospel. But me personally, I feel like he's not being honest here, because if she had that type of injury, and we know she had some type of injury due to the video footage, and we know that they moved her body from the bedroom to the gaming room, from the gaming room to the living room. They also dressed her, put clothes on her. Without some type of secure around her neck, them moving her body would have caused a lot more damage to the neck and possibly break it. So how the hell did she stay alive from that early in the morning till the afternoon, until the nurses came? So a part of me doesn't believe that, but another part of me is like, is it possible? Is it possible that they didn't fully break her neck? Is it a possibility that they knew to secure her neck to keep her alive during that time until the nurses came? Is it possible that they were smart enough to go, you know what, we can do this and let the nurses accidentally finish her off? As long as we don't tell them what happened, when they do the CPR and everything else, they're going to kill her and it's off our hands. Is it a possibility that that was calculated? And again, can we trust Nazeer? Is Nazeer being truthful, being honest here? And I know this is annoying, us here speculating, trying to figure out what's going on. Instead of getting upset with us doing that, let's do something about that. Let's get the answers, and let's send a letter to the White House and to Mexico, like the family have recently done. The information I will put on the screen, and I'm going to go into more detail about that now. So recently, last week,
say her name!
Marching to the post office with dozens of pink letters in hand, community activists and supporters of Shanquella Robinson are calling on Mexican authorities to take action.
No justice! As we send these letters to Washington, D.C. and to Mexico.
That's why these pink letters are now headed to Mexican authorities and President Biden to push them to do more.
Hopefully when they get these letters in Mexico, when the president receives these letters, it won't just be a letter. When they see the pink itself, they're going to know it's coming from us, and hopefully it'll motivate them to give us some assistance in getting the Cabo 6 arrested.
No justice! No peace!
Supporters calling for the arrest of the other people on the trip, who they say should be held responsible in Robinson's death.
Now, the Roland Martin show here on YouTube actually interviewed John Burnett, a national civil rights activist, and basically spoke about if the letters, everything they're doing doesn't do what needs to be done, this is another option that they're going to look into doing.
Yours truly may be going to Mexico to initiate some civil rights demonstrations there. Learning about their amendments and the whole nine. But my goal is to go there, and I'm giving them a time frame, 60 days. If I don't hear nothing back from these letters, because I'm sure by tomorrow morning, we had to spend $1.45 to send the letters over, which is the norm is like 50 cents. So we sent a lot of letters over. So I'm sure they're going to get about 500 letters, maybe more, in their mailbox on this Wednesday or Thursday, whatever time it arrives in Mexico, including President Joe Biden.
So the family are doing everything in their power now to really push this thing, to really get justice. And this is just small steps that they're taking now to get the justice that Shanquella and they deserve. So that's the update on that. Let's go into the recording now. Now, in one of my previous videos, we were talking about Zkira and how Aiden has actually responded to some of my videos. And I'm not insinuating that she's this God-forbidden mom, but if y'all knew their relationship, it simply wasn't the best thing in the world at the point where we were her family and it was only us, and she was envious of how down for each other we were. Simple. Look, I don't know how true that is, but reading Zkira's Facebook post, it honestly doesn't look like it was a bad relationship. It looked like a really good relationship. The Facebook post contradicts what he says. Now, after my video was made, he ended up responding to One Live TV star on YouTube, and here are some of the things that he said.
I don't even want to feed into the shit no more. I don't got no more energy for the shit because it's like people don't care for they just don't care. Like that's why we were silent in the first place, because we already knew people didn't care. But it was just like, now y'all putting our Addy out there. Now y'all real on some whole weird shit, bro. Okay, so the person that actually put his address out there is the person that you're talking to. It was Star. Now, I know I was one of the people that did care about hearing his side, and I still do want to hear their side, but all they keep doing is throwing fallacies and just bullshit all the time. Like, they have not gave a proper account of the timeline of events. And I can only assume the reason why is because they are hiding something. And I believe they are hiding the fact that Michael was driving the car. Michael, or Martin, I meant Martin decided to fake, like I was lying about Kira and her mom's relationship, bro. But I have a screenshot from her literal Instagram on one of her last posts on her spam page. You know what I'm saying? That shows a little glimpse of their relationship, and I'll be happy to send it to you. So let's look at this screenshot. So I spoke to One Live TV and he sent it to me, right? And this was Zkira's spam page. So there is a picture. So Zkira screenshot a picture of her iPhone and there's a message from her mom. Her mom saying, "I'm so proud of you and you will do great things." Now, she said in the description, Zkira, she goes, like, "No the F you're not. You're not proud, bro. I know not. Hell, I feel I'm not doing enough. I feel like everybody capped to me. Don't nobody give an F about me, for real. And I respect it. Ain't nobody obligated to me. But can y'all stop acting, stop pretending? I just want one person to keep it effing real with me." This doesn't show anything about their relationship of them not being close, because it's obvious that they were close. To me, this shows that she's in her feelings. And if you want to go by your logic, oh, this shows and gives insight of their relationship. Okay, well, she just said that she had no one. So basically, if I'm going off your logic, then you weren't real friends. You were fake. Because she just said she had no one. Not one person to keep it effing real. So according to your logic, Aiden, her mom and her, this gives insight on their relationship. Literally gives insight to their relationship. And shows, I guess, assuming, judging by my last video, that they weren't close, etc. Because I still believe that was a lie from you. Well, I guess according to this, you weren't close with her either. Right? You were not close with her. Because she says here, stop pretending. I feel like everybody's cap. She feels that you're lying to her. She feels that Michael's lying to her. And the fact that you choose to dress this one thing out of the whole video
just this one thing, which has nothing to do with what happened in Maryland, again, says a lot. By the way, Jolanda still hasn't got the final police report. I have emailed that police station. I spoke to someone there who said they will get back to me, and they never did. I had some questions, and till this day, I have not heard from the public communication office, I believe, basically the office where they're able to talk to the public, etc., the media, when it comes to things like this. They have not responded to me. So yeah, there's that.